Welcome back. So today or tonight, depending on the time, I will be teaching you how to do upward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. I'm trying to read it phonetically. I messed that one up. Adho Mukha means face upward. Shavasana or savana means dog. Asana will always mean pose in this sense. This is set to be a beginner's pose, beginner level. Prone is the pose that you're taking. It works your throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakras or chakras. And then your doshas that are being worked are your vata, pitta, and kapha. So the benefits of this pose: it improves posture, strengthens the spine, arms, wrists, stretches out the chest, lungs, shoulders, and abdomen, firms the butt, stimulates the organs, relieves mild depression, or is said to relieve mild depression, fatigue, and then also sciatica. So if you have any lower back issues, releasing or working on strengthening, this is a pose for you. Contradictions though, something to look out for if you are cued into this pose in the class. If you have back injuries, carpal tunnel syndrome, so wrist injuries, headache, or pregnancy. So depending on how far along you are in your pregnancy, you could do this pose or you shouldn't do this pose. So you can be the best judge on that one. So if you are new to teaching yoga or new to self-practice, something that you can do prior to this pose would be Bhujangasana. It's Cobra pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. And then after doing upward facing dog, you can do a back bend, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog, Tadasana, mountain pose, Virasana, hero's pose, so it's a seated pose, and then dancer's pose, which is also known as Natara Janasana. There you go. Dancer's pose. So modifications that you can take: you can place blocks under your hands to create a deeper stretch. If you have neck issues and you don't want to lift your head, you can keep it neutral or look down. And then you can roll a blanket underneath your thighs or block for a lift. So let me get into this pose to show you what up dog looks like. There's a bug on the ceiling. To show you what up dog looks like, and then also to show you the modifications. So I'm gonna get into tabletop into plank. So let me do that. Here's my tabletop, nice and sturdy. Now I'm gonna go into my plank. I'm gonna lower down into chaturanga, and then I'm gonna roll myself up onto the tops of my toes, but I'm not gonna touch my knees to the mat. So let me show you again. Up and engaging my thighs. And then with this pose, we want to make sure our shoulders are down and back. So it might be a slight bend in your elbows depending on your anatomy. And this is your up dog. So you can look up if you want to, you can look straight, or you can look down. Okay. Okay. And this also can be like a good foot stretch as well, depending on how arched your feet are. My feet are not that arched, I'm very flat feet. So for me, up dog is kind of a challenge. So with a block, what you can do if you're trying to modify the pose for your hips, you can carefully come over and make sure that you're in alignment. You can walk your legs back and then gently place your hips on top of the block like so. And then of course, depending on how long your arms are, you can modify how high how you want to place the blocks or not. So here, I'm just going to pretend we're in plank, coming down, tucking our toes, pushing ourselves up, and then as if we are lifting up, we're engaging our legs. Hopefully you can see that. Keeping our shoulders down and back. Modified up dog. And then let's say it still doesn't feel good to you to have anything underneath your hips, especially if it's too high for you. Something you can do is just come onto your knees as if you're doing a modified plank pose, like this, and then just lean into it like this. This is more of a cobra pose, so this can be your modification into this pose. I highly suggest though, with anything dealing with being on your hands, is to like stretch out your wrists a little bit prior to getting into poses, and then warming up your body, doing a sun A or a sun B, just to make sure that you're ready for any more or any advanced poses. We don't want to hurt ourselves. So again, this was upward facing dog, or let me get my notes. I feel like I'm really trying to make sure I learn the Sanskrit names, and hopefully you do too. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog.